Hi everybody, this is Christal Jordan with a special sci-fi edition of Reality Check. I am here with the beautiful Caroline Chikezie, who is here from London, of course. You'll hear her beautiful accent. And you are the star of Fox's The Passage.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
Now, for people who haven't watched it, I have recently become a fan. Tell people a little bit about the storyline. You played Dr. Nicole Sykes,
Yeah,
right?
correct. Yeah. First of all, thanks for having me. Really glad to be here. And yeah, I play Dr. Major Nicole Sykes.
Okay.
And she's the lead scientist at a facility called Project Noah, where we're doing testing on humans.
Horrible testing.
Yeah, really horrible, a bit unethical, but there you go. And I head up the department, so I have to make really terrible decisions. Yeah.
So part of the decisions that you make, I think there's a line, I don't remember which episode it is, where you have to decide between doing something that could save many, many people, but that could harm one person. So how does your character kind of rationalize how to do something that may hurt someone, a beautiful 10-year-old little girl, but that could help save? Does she really believe this could help save other people?
Absolutely. I mean, when she was first approached by her scientist that, you know, we needed a very young test subject, she was like, absolutely not, I'm against it, it's unethical. And when she did her research, she realized that this child could actually come away unscathed. My character genuinely believes that Amy will survive and come out the same as she went in. And I think that was the deciding point for her, when she realized that there was a potential for her to survive and we could develop a vaccine that could save millions. So she weighed it up and she thought, we have to do this, unfortunately.
Now, another thing, she's got a lot of ethical, a lot of situations that could seem unethical going on, because she's also in a relationship with a man that is responsible for kind of bringing her the subjects, right?
Absolutely.
So how does she balance this relationship? Because he's actually a lot more, he doesn't have the same emotional struggle, doesn't he, that she does?
Yeah, absolutely. I think she balances it out by just operating with her head and leaving her heart and her emotions out of it. I think if she were to, you know, operate from a heart space, there's no way on earth that she would, you know, test on a 10-year-old black child who looks exactly like her. I mean, who does that?
Right.
You know, so I think how she's surviving, when you meet her on the show, she's just, you know, determined to get this vaccine at any cost. And that includes, you know, vaccinating the child and dating Clark Richards. So she just kind of like doesn't go into a heart space. That's how she survives it all. Yeah.
There's a scene where she actually tells him she doesn't want to talk, and they're embracing in a very passionate embrace. But there's not a lot of talking there. So I'm wondering if we can push a little bit and find out, like, is this relationship built on love and emotion? Is it built on respect because he's good at what he does, she's good at what she does?
You know, it's a relationship that came about as a result of a need. You know, they've been isolated from the rest of the world for like 3 years, and she's desperate, basically. And Clark hits on her, nobody else hit on her. She's the only black woman in the facility, and he likes her. She's like, you know what, I'm gonna get in there because it's been a long time. So that's what it's based on, it's convenience.
Convenience,
Yeah.
Wow, okay. All right, so we're in the middle of the season here. Can you give us any, because I know I know myself, I really don't, the actress that plays the little girl is brilliant.
She's amazing, Sanaya.
Sanaya, and she is, I mean, she's brilliant. We're rooting for her. The entire audience is rooting for her. Can you give us any bit of hope? Because your character is not my favorite right now.
I know.
Because even after everything that Amy has gone through, she still goes ahead and injects her with the vaccine.
I know, and can I just speak a little bit about that?
Please.
I was thinking about it, and I was thinking, do you know what? Imagine being the head of this department, and you're a woman, number one, and a black woman.
Absolutely.
And you know you're under the microscope. You know everything you're doing is being scrutinized. So my character, she's thinking, I don't want to drop the ball. And there's nothing they can bring at me that's going to make me drop the ball. She's got the men thinking, oh, you're a woman, you can't do it. She's got the non-black people thinking, you're black, you can't do it. So I think she's like determined, and nothing's going to stop her. She definitely did hesitate when she saw Amy for the first time. She was like, ooh. and then she just, you know,
Yeah, she went back.
she got back. Yeah, she went back into her army training. But as you said, Amy Sanaya is absolutely incredible. And if this were real life, I wouldn't be able to do it.
Well, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back and ask Caroline some personal questions about Caroline Chikezie as opposed to Dr. Nicole Sykes. Stay tuned. This is Christal Jordan, and we're back with a sci-fi edition of Reality Check. I'm here with my beautiful feature for today, Caroline Chikezie. Thank you for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
So I want to get into a little bit more personal things, but first I want to ask you, when it comes to the show, we talked about the fact that Dr. Major Nicole Sykes is the only female in the group, and she's also the only African American. Do you think that it's more that she feels more, alone because she is a woman, or because she is an African American? Which do you think is the bigger minority for her?
That's a fantastic question, and no doubt I'd say because she's a woman. Yeah, 100%. Even as an actress filming it, I was aware that I was there commanding a room full of men, and it was a struggle.
Right.
I enjoyed it. I felt like, you know, they were probably thinking, who does she think she is?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
and then after that, it's like,
and after that,
on top of that,
yeah, then I'm a woman of color.
Right.
So it's like double whammy.
Right.
You know, but you know us, we're strong.
Absolutely.
We do it. We
Black
get on
girl
with
magic.
it. Yes.
So now I want to ask some questions about Caroline Chikezie. If she was in Dr. Nicole Sykes' position, first of all, so we saw that your character's in a relationship with someone that she works with.
Yeah.
Is that something that you would ever entertain?
Oh wow. I never say never, but no, I've never dated someone I'm working with.
Never?
No, and there's been opportunity, you know, as an actress on set, but I can't use the word, but I don't poop. Can I say poop?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I don't poop where I eat. I'm like, no, that's not
That's one of the
happening.
things that her grandmother told us. You do not do both in the same place.
Absolutely.
But you know, with actors and actresses, you guys are together a lot, right? You're kind of secluded from the rest of the world, kind of like your character.
Yeah.
And then you're also sometimes thrown in, I'm sure you did some very steamy scenes with your character on the show. And none of that, you think, ever has gotten you to the point where it's like, maybe I want to consider this?
Oh, hell no. If anything, it's like, definitely not. Because it's so mechanical. You've got like 50 crewmen standing over you. You've got lights. It's like an action. You can't even feel your lips when you're kissing.
Right.
You're not in touch with yourself in that way.
Right.
It's too public.
It's hard for anyone to understand that's not an actress. So tell us how you can be in a love scene that looks very passionate.
Yeah.
And you know, doesn't have all your clothes on. You probably have more than it appears that you do, and still not be affected at all in that way.
Goodness me, no. You're just worried about the angles, the lines. Am I getting my lines right? Oh, I hope I look good. Oh, is my back fat squeezing out? Oh, you know, you're just more worried about other things, I think.
Right,
and you know what? 9 times out of 10, the guy is way more nervous.
Really?
All my co-stars, all the guys I've had to, you know, hook up with on screen, they've been terrified. I've had to say, look, you know, don't worry, I don't bite. Well, I do, but I'm not going to bite you right now, you know. And they get really scared.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good to know. So maybe women at home, if you just put lights in the room and you know, there are a lot of things going on, because usually guys are a lot more comfortable, but if maybe just, you know, put the focus on them, we can get the advantage.
Right? Yeah, I have the upper hand.
You have the upper hand.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, let me ask you another question, because your character is in love with someone who, it appears, they have a very different moral compass, right?
Absolutely.
So what if you were dating someone that didn't have the same ethics or morals as you, and as you started to date them and get to know them, you noticed that they play by a little bit of a different, according to a different rule book than you do. How would you handle that, or have you ever had to deal with that before?
Yes, I have. I've met guys, I've dated guys, but luckily for me, I'm kind of like, I'm an empath, so I'm quite sensitive. I can sense energies, and so what I do is, it's like a screening process.
Okay.
And the minute I sense something untoward, I'm gone, Christal. I don't play around.
Good for you.
You know when someone shows you who they are, believe them. I believe them. So thank God I have that ability, because it means that I haven't gone through it as much as I would have done, because I see the first thing, you know, see something dodgy, and I'm out. Like there was a guy I dated once, and he professed to be single, only to find out that wasn't entirely true. He wasn't married, but he hadn't gotten out of his relationship.
Right.
And I really don't believe in dating men who are dating other people.
I love you.
Oh, goodness.
We need to have you come back for
Seriously,
dating advice.
yeah, I don't know. That is ridiculous. I'm not sharing.
Absolutely.
Hell no.
Absolutely. Good for you.
Yeah, so the minute I found out, and he had a long story, oh, it's not working out, I
They always
said,
do.
goodbye, bye, 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 block, block, block,
Block,
end
block.
of that. Block.
Absolutely. So are you dating now?
I am.
You are?
I
Is it
am.
one special person?
He's incredibly special,
Oh,
yeah.
that's awesome.
Yes.
That's awesome. Do you have Valentine's Day plans?
I hope so. He better have. Otherwise, he's getting blocked. No. Block, yeah.
Right. You don't know what they are yet.
I don't know what they are, but I hope they involve diamonds.
Right, absolutely. I was talking to a relationship guru, friend of mine, and we were talking about the importance of men buying gifts for Valentine's Day. Because have you ever run into the guy that's like, oh, I don't celebrate Valentine's Day?
Block.
Block. Block. I love her.
Block!
We have to have Caroline come back for more reality.
I would love to. I'm very
Absolutely.
opinionated about
We
relationships.
like that.
So opinionated.
So hopefully this is Mr. Special. How long has this been?
4 years.
Oh, so diamonds,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Diamonds.
Absolutely.
No, wrong finger.
Ooh, diamonds with a purpose. Well, thank you so much for hanging out. This has been
Thank
so
you,
much
Christal.
fun.
You've been a wonderful interviewer. Thank you so much.
Please let people know where they can catch The Passage.
Yeah, you can catch The Passage on Mondays on Fox at 9, 8 Central.
9, 8 Central. And okay, there are vampires, which I'm not a fan of, but your interaction with the other doctors, because I still believe a little bit right now that you really are trying to do the right thing.
Well, you know what? I think she's going to redeem herself.
I look
think
forward to
keep
that.
watching
Okay.
at 5 Monday.
Okay.
You know, I think you'll be like, yes.
You guys
sister.
heard it here. She says that we're going to be able to see some good in her character. It's coming out. It's pushing through. It's pushing through. Definitely check out The Passage on Fox. Thank you so much, Caroline
Thank you for
Chikezie.
having me.
Thank you. We'll see you guys next time.